So to get started on this Valentine's Day sleigh, I'm going to moisturize my lips first and foremost, and I'm using the NYX lip oil. For primer, I'm using the Fenty Beauty primer, which is my fave. I say it in every video. And then I'm going into the Pro Filter foundation. I love that little Instagram cry. And this is in the color 420. Now this foundation, when I first bought it, I was like, oh man, it's like a little bit light. I needed to go a shade darker. But when it blends in, it actually gives a very nice color, and it blends like almost perfectly into my skin, even though I prefer a darker foundation. And I've started to apply it with this NYX stippling brush, which I feel like makes it look super freaking flawless. And so now I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty matchstick in the color Espresso, and I'm contouring slightly higher on my cheekbone so that when I blend that out, it'll drop down. That way my contour is not too low. I've just kind of recently started doing that, and I feel like things look a little bit better. And I'm using that same foundation brush to blend out that contour, and I feel like everything just looks way more like airbrushed and seamless if you do it that way. Blending out my 5 head, you know what it is, because yeah, we got a lot of real estate to deal with. And then I started using this little brush that I got from my makeup brush set, and I've been doing my foundation with this, which I've really been enjoying lately. I feel like it makes my nose contour look much better than it ever has. I might do a nose contouring video pretty soon. I'm just still trying to perfect it. And so now I'm going in with the NYX HD concealer, and I'm using 2 colors. I'll list them down below. This one is like almost matched to my foundation, but I feel like when I combine this and the lighter shade, which I think is called Tan, it gives me like a very natural contour. So now I'm going in with that tan shade, and then I'm going to blend that out using a Morphe blending sponge. So I take the rest of the concealer that is on that sponge, and I just go over slightly with my nose contour just to blend that in and make it look a little less harsh. And then I take my Tarte Shape Tape, because who can do a tutorial without Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going over that just on the inner corner. And this is really more brightening than concealing. I think that it might seem like a lot of concealer, but at the end of the day, like when everything is together, it looks so much better. Sometimes if I don't put Tarte Shape Tape, I feel like my under eyes look just really dull. So I'm going to set all of that with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, which I'm so glad I reordered this, because like sometimes I deal with that and I'm so guilty of being the first to have like ashy under eye, and this really just avoids that whole situation. So now I'm picking up my MAC NW45 Studio Fix powder, and I am using this very large paddle brush and kind of stippling it or pressing it into the face, as well as wiping away any other powder, which you'll see I'll start to do in a minute. But I keep that bake under my eyes, and I use a different brush to do that. And now I'm adding a little bit of concealer just to further define my nose contour, and dabbing that out and slightly going over it with powder. That's the brush that I use to wipe everything away. So to prep my lids, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape as well. I don't know if I mentioned, but I use the color Tan Sand. I do need to get the deep shade, so I can just use those 2, and that's like my perfect under eye contour. Now I set that with the Sacha Buttercup just to get ready for my eyes. I'm going in with a little bit of contouring using a very fluffy Morphe brush, and with the 2 darker shades in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Tan to Deep contour kit. And this is like, you know, just a standard contour powder. I don't think I can travel or go anywhere really without this powder. It's just a staple in my kit and in my makeup bag. Now I'm taking that orange shade to warm up the cheeks because I'm not going to use an additional blush, and I think it's very complementary on deeper skin tones as well. Now to highlight, I'm using the highlighter called Lit Life from the I Love You So Mochi or Love You So Mochi collection by NYX that just dropped. It's their spring 2018 collection, and I'm going in with that slightly golder shade over the bronze shade just to pop those cheekbones. I really like to do this more for the photo than anything else. I think like during the day when I'm not filming or I'm not taking like photos or flash photography, the one highlight is enough. I don't have to be like so extra. So now I'm wiping away the rest of the powder that I used to clean up that contour, and I go in with my big fluffy powder brush as well, and just to make sure that line disappears. So for eyes, we're starting with the Magic palette and picking up that orange transition color. I'm not going ham with this transition color. I'm just making sure that it's all really nicely blended out. Always pulling my color into my inner corner just because I have so much lid space. So I feel like I need to like cover all my bases, and I think it's very complimentary on my face shape. Now with the eyes, I kept it pretty simple, and I wanted it to be something very achievable. If you are kind of a beginner cut crease person, I kept it a little bit more open. You can see me cutting the crease with the tan sand concealer, and I kept it a little more open in the inner corner so my eyes looked more lifted. And now I'm going in with that pink shade from the Magic palette and dabbing it. I'm using a flat concealer brush. I find that with packing on color for a cut crease, this makes everything the most seamless. If I was to use like a fluffier crease brush, I think I would have some fallout and it wouldn't be as neat as it is and as chiseled as it is along that line. Now I'm picking up the NYX liquid glitter liner, should I say, and this is a gold glitter liner, which I have literally in my makeup bag because I feel like I find every excuse to use this thing. It just takes your look to the next level, and it's a really simple way to go from like day to night or like simple to like a little extra. And then my Ride or Die NYX matte liquid liner, I'm just gonna put a wing on because who can live without a wing, right? So I'm adding this gold eyeliner to my bottom waterline just to do something different. I have so many colored eyeliners that I want to start using more in tutorials, and I just feel like it adds a different element to your look than a traditional black liner. It is much like prettier, I guess. And now I'm just going in with my favorite mascara, which is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. So this is kind of where if you weren't putting falsies on, you would just pack on mascara, but I do not know how to function with full glam and no falsies, so I'm going in with the Morphe falsies in the color or the style Sophisticated. So I popped those on, and now I'm using the Morphe liquid lipstick in Lulu. I just lined my lips just with a brown lip liner. I'm obsessed with this liquid lipstick. It's from the holiday collection, and this lip combination is so complimentary. It's like pinky nude, and I don't know, I really like this. This could be like an everyday lip for me. So I'm gonna go over top with the Super Juices lip gloss from Femme Couture. It's probably my favorite beauty supply find, is this little lip gloss. You can put it over any lipstick and it just makes everything look gorgeous, like so juicy. And that is it for the tutorial, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you found something that you can slay your Valentines. I know it's early, but I want to get a whole bunch of Valentine's Day looks, so leave any requests down below of the kind of videos that you want me to film for Valentine's Day. I have some really fun ideas that I think will be great to share with you guys. Yeah, but thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I'm having so much fun filming and growing with you guys. Comment down below if there is anything else that you want me to film, as well as follow me on my social media. I post a bunch of content on there: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all day, and Snapchat. Alright, well, I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, don't let anybody dim your glitter. Bye.